Hi, Mrs. Hensley's friends. Happy Polar Express Day today. If we were at school, we would be watching Express in our PJs, but unfortunately, we are not. So, Mrs. Hensley is wearing her PJs, and I'm really tired today because guess what? I have some good news. Mr. Hensley is home. But Mr. Hensley is having to wear like a nasal cannula that goes across here, and he's on oxygen. So the oxygen is just helping him breathe a little bit. But Mrs. Hensley is used to sleeping with no sound whatsoever. And I heard that oxygen all night long, and Mrs. Hensley is so tired. Not only that, but Mrs. Hensley worries too much. I'm a little bit of a worrywart, and I woke up a couple times through the night to make sure Mr. Hensley was breathing nicely with that oxygen. So I'm just a tad bit tired, but I am in my pajamas, which is wonderful. And Mrs. Hensley's got some candy cane pajama pants on, and a shirt that says Mama Claus. Used to be Adriana's, and my older daughter's, and she didn't want it anymore. And I was like, I'll take it. I like t-shirts. So actually, my favorite one is Grandma Claus, but I wore that yesterday to the store, so I didn't want to wear it again today because it's dirty. So I will show you my pajama pants. Here's my pajama pants. They are candy cane hearts. Okay, so that's what Mrs. Hensley is wearing for her pajamas today. Okay, Mrs. Hensley, this has nothing to do with the Polar Express, but I'm not doing a video with the Polar Express. You're just listening to the story and doing an activity with that, okay? So, Mrs. Hensley is going to do this video so you can see how to do it. Okay, so you will need a pencil, you will need crayons, you will need a glue stick, and you will need scissors, and you will need what is on my sweater. And you will need your MY sight words, okay? This right here, MY, is the sight word my, and it cannot be sounded out because when you say my, you think it's M and I, don't you? That's what it sounds like. So this is a word that we have to memorize, okay? So when we look at it, we just have to remember that this word is my. Okay, Mrs. Hensley's fingernails are not painted. You know why? Because Mrs. Hensley's tired once again, and I have not set out a time to do them. So they have not looked very good for a few, maybe even a couple of weeks. Okay, because Mrs. Hensley had COVID and then she didn't feel good. Actually, there was like a little bit of fingernail polish, and then I thought, you know what? I've got to take these off so they look better. So not very often you'll see Mrs. Hensley without fingernail polish, but just haven't felt like it, okay? With me coming down with COVID and Mr. Hensley going into the hospital, into ICU, and now he's out, and Mrs. Hensley's having to take care of him, and I am tired. So, as much as I'm sad that I won't be putting out lessons for you guys next week, I'm a little bit happy because maybe I can catch up on some sleep. Okay, I'm tired. And I'm hoping to get caught up on the responses on your lessons. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and then something comes up, and Mrs. Hensley was just a basket case last week, just not doing very well mentally and emotionally because of Mr. Hensley being in the hospital, and I couldn't go to the hospital to see him. So he's home now. It's a different worry because now I have to worry about making sure I'm taking care of him and he's getting good care at home, and I'm not a nurse. What am I? I'm a teacher. So sometimes it's hard for teachers to take care of other people because Mrs. Hensley's not a good caregiver, because I like being a teacher and teaching my students and taking care of you guys. I don't like taking care of adults when they're sick. That's not what I want to do. So, but I love Mr. Hensley, and I'm going to make sure I'm taking good care of him. So if that means Mrs. Hensley has to be tired, that's just what that means. But next week I can maybe get caught up on a little bit of sleep, along with doing responses for you guys as well. Okay, quit talking, quit rambling, Mrs. Hensley, and let's get busy. So, my sight word, my. Okay, here we go. What is on my sweater? What is on my sweater? Make sure you get your pencil. Write your name. Ooh, write your name very neatly. Remember, your name starts with a capital letter or an uppercase. All the rest of the letters in your name are lowercase, okay? So, make sure you write your name with pencil. Here we go. What is on my sweater? I want you to be pointing to the words as you read, okay? We are going to page 2. Okay, this would say it's hard for you to read, isn't it? It's hard for you to see. Okay, so it's going to say, my sweater has a snowman. The sweater has a snowman on it. So, my sweater has a snowman. And let me show you something. I didn't let you do it with the Santa toy, but I'm going to let you do it now. Okay? This one, top one, says my. And MY is correct. Okay? You have MY, YM, MY, YM, MY. All the M uppercase and the Y are correct. So guess what? All you're going to have to do is cut around the outside of that one. And then you will just be able to glue it on like that. You will just cut around that dotted line, put it right here. You don't even have to cut it apart if it's just M, if M comes first, okay? And it's uppercase because it's the beginning of a sentence. So it would be uppercase M, lowercase y. My sweater has a snowman, okay? So you're going to cut that out around the outside. And you'll have 3 of those that you can do that with, okay? Here we go. My sweater has a tree. My sweater has a tree. So on this one, on the next one, you're actually going to have to cut out the Y and the M. You're going to have to cut them apart. Then you'll put the uppercase M here and the Y here. Okay? It's uppercase again because it's the beginning of a sentence. Okay? All sentences begin with an uppercase or a capital letter. Okay? Let's go to the next page. It would say, my sweater has lights. Okay, so the next one, you can cut around the outside and glue it on. Remember, the uppercase M goes first. okay, because it's the beginning of the sentence. The next page, my sweater has ornaments. Oops, you can't see that. My sweater has ornaments. Okay, so the next one would be this one. And you would need to cut out one letter at a time. Cut out the the Y, and then the M. And then the M and the Y go here. Okay? Now, let's go to the last page. I'll make sure you can see it. Okay? My sweater has presents. Yay! Okay, so the last one would be already put together for you, and you just cut around the outside and glue it on. You do not have to cut it apart if you do not want to. Okay, so again, this is the sight word my. You will see my a lot when you're reading, okay? It is a sight word, and it is a word that we have to just memorize like that. So when you see those two letters together, the M and the Y, whether the M is uppercase or not, they might be both lowercase, it's still my, okay? So when I show you this word right here, not upside down, Mrs. Hensley. When I show you this word right here, you should be able to quickly tell me that that says my, okay? So it is a sight, it's called a sight word, and we will see the word my in a lot of what we're reading, okay? Okay, when you're finished gluing all of these in, I want you to send me a video of you using your finger, your eye reader, or the end of a pencil, and I want you to point to every word as you're reading the entire book, okay? And I want a video. So it would go, what is on my sweater? And then you would read every page to Mrs. Hensley using your finger, your eye reader, or the end of a pencil, okay? Now, insert that video and hit the green. One important thing Mrs. Hensley forgot to tell you. Before you read it to me, I want you to color. And you know my rules about coloring, right? Okay, you color M-Y right here. You color things that will be the correct color, okay? What color can a sweater be? Sweater can be any color you want it to be, but if this is the part of a snowman, you know snow is white, okay? So you would just need to color his mouth, his nose, and his eyes. This can be any color you want it to be, but take your time coloring neatly, okay? Same thing on every page. What color is a Christmas tree? Green, or I have seen white Christmas trees. Mrs. Hensley wants a white Christmas tree, and I had one ordered, and they canceled my order because they ran out. I bought a snowman topper, snowman head with a top hat, and I was going to make a snowman tree, and they ran out. After I had already ordered and paid for it, they ran out. So I was supposed to go pick it up, and they said it was canceled. Okay, my sweater has lights. Okay, so they can be clear lights or they can be colored lights. Okay, oh, that can be any, actually lights can be any color you want them to be. So I want you to go through there and color them neatly. And then I want a video of you reading every page, your entire book, to Mrs. Hensley, okay? Don't forget, I want your best effort because I know you can do it, okay? You guys have a wonderful, fabulous rest of your Friday. I miss you. I love you. I hope you all have a Merry, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And Mrs. Hensley will probably send out some surprise surprise stories during the break. Okay, because I'm not going anywhere and I'm staying home. So I should have some time to do that. I hope you guys have a fabulous Friday, and I will talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.